بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So we finished yesterday the 7 things that he mentioned, after which you have to do a dam, goat or lamb or 1/7 of a cow or camel. Then we started yesterday on the 4th category out of the 6 categories. The one that will be no goat lamb but sadaqah. How much sadaqah? Nisf sa' of wheat or its price. Nisf sa' is equal to 1.75 kilogram. So you just figure out approximately. So when you have to give nisf sa', the first one is إذا حلق المحرم. إذا mean when, حلق mean shaved or trimmed. Al-muhrimu, muhrim did it, okay? So this is حلق is verb and muhrim is fa'il. Muhrimu. أقل less من ربع الرأس. ربع mean 1/4 and ra'as mean head. When he shaved, but the shaving is not the entire head, it is less than 1/4 of his head. Okay? So min is harf jar, it will give jar. Jar mean kasra. And this is mudaf also. And ra's is mudafun ilayh. So both will be jar, but for different reason. The rubu' jar is because of the min, and the ra's jar is because of mudafun ilayh. So min rubu'ir ra'si, less than 1/4 of the head. أو أقل من, or less than ربع اللحية, 1/4 of the beard. Then he will give nisf sa'. The second reason will be إذا قص, when he trimmed. He. So now here, look, the fa'il is not here. ظفرا is in nasab, fatha, dabar. So this is maf'ul bihi. So you have to figure out a fa'il for it, and that you will do it from yourself. Okay? So إذا قص, when he trimmed ظفرا, 1 nail. Or ظفرين are 2. فلكل, for each one, ظفر, each nail, نصف صاع, is half sa'. The third one will be إذا طيب, when he applied perfume. أقل من عضو, less than 1 body part. Like yesterday we say whole thigh, whole leg, whole face. If less than that he applied, then what? Nisf sa'. 1.75 kg wheat are equal to it. إذا لبس, the fourth one is when he wear, he dress. ثوبا, dress. مخيطا, which is stitched, like a shirt or a pant. He wear it. He was in ihram. أو ثوبا, or a dress. مطيبا, perfume applied, ثوب, dress. But for how long? أقل من يوم, for less than 1 day. Like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Then he will give that sadaqah, less than that. إذا ستر رأسه. إذا mean when, satara, he covered رأسه, his head. أو وجهه, or his face. أقل من يوم, less than a day. Right? Less than a day. The sixth one is إذا طاف, when he did tawaf. Okay? طواف القدوم. Tawaf qudum, the arrival tawaf he did. وهو, and in this hal, in this situation, he was muhdithun, no wudu. Okay? Hadathan asghara. Okay? An impurity which is small. Hadath asghar. Okay? So the Prophet ﷺ, he said that tawaf around the Kaaba is just like salat. The only thing different will be like a few minor differences like talking. You can talk a little bit. So what it means? That wudu is shart for tawaf. Every tawaf you have to have wudu. If you break your wudu in the middle of tawaf, you will stop right there. You will make your wudu and then you will come back. You will mark that place where you will start that whole turn again. Now a person, he did tawaf qudum and he had hadath asghar. Okay, so hadath mean a state when you have no wudu. No wudu. So they call hadath. And that person is called muhdith. Muhdith mean a person who has no wudu. Okay? Why? Because muhdith has hadath. Then hadath is of two kinds. One is asghar and one is akbar. Asghar mean having no wudu. Okay? And akbar mean having no ghusl. A person is junub. If a person is junub, he is in hadath akbar. If a person has no wudu, he is in hadath asghar. Right? And both will be called what? Muhdith. So this one, he did the tawaf qudum. Okay, tawaf qudum. Why he mentioned tawaf qudum? Because tawaf qudum is sunnah. Why he will be mentioning tawaf al-sadr? Tawaf al-sadr is the other name for tawaf al-wada'. Then he do. Why? Because the penalty for doing tawaf ziyarat without wudu is more. I have to confirm, but most probably a goat. Right? So that is why he mentioned these two tawaf without wudu. Right? And if he do tawaf ziyarat in janaba, then what he will do?
Was there a goat or a cow?
Badana.
Badana.
In the very beginning, you remember
Cow.
that we mentioned the two big one, that when he do tawaf al-diyara in janaba, right?
Cow.
Okay. So now look here. إذا طاف طواف القدوم, when he do tawaf qudum وهو محدث, he has no wudu. Okay, he is muhdith, because muhdith can be with hadathan akbara or hadathan asghara. So he mentioned hadath asghar. Why? Because the small one. Okay, this is having no wudu. Hadathan asghara. وكذا, in the same way, إذا طاف, when he did tawaf, tawaf al-sadr. Tawaf al-sadr. Sadr in Arabic mean going to a place. So going to and going from, both is called sadr. So when you say sadara ila, he went to. When you say sadara an, raja'a, in sarafa, he returned. Okay, so when you know the meaning, it is easy to memorize. Tawaf al-sadr means sadara an, he is returning from Makkah. So that is why it is called tawaf al-sadr. Okay, return. Tawaf al-raja'. وهو محدث, and he is muhdith, حدثا أصغر, with the حدث أصغر, he has no wudu. إذا ترك, when he leave, رمي حصوات, throwing stone من إحدى الجمار الثلاث, one of the three jamarat. So he was supposed in a day on the 11th to do how many jamarat? 3. How many he did? 2. Okay, so he leave one because some reason, emergency something, so he was able to do only 2. So what he will do? Nisaf sa'. Okay, so these are all average small kind of violation jinayat that will be half sa' roughly. Okay, 10 riyal, 15 riyal, whatever he will give. It is better even if you don't recall any of these violations. You just keep on giving a little bit money here and there, because the thawab is more there anyway, right? And you can give it, I told you, to the one who cleaned the haram. Okay, nisaf sa'.
إذا when halak al-muhrimu, when the muhrim
حلق المحرم.
حلق المحرم, when the muhrim shaves his head, أقل من ربع الرأس, less than a fourth of the head.
Yes, 1/4.
أو أقل or less than من ربع اللحية
لحية.
or less than fourth of the beard. إذا قذا إذا قص or when he cuts ظفرا one nail أو ظفرين or two, فلكل ظفر for each nail نصف ساعة, half of a ساعة.
نصف صاع.
صاعين.
نصف مضاف وصاع مضاف إليه.
إذا when طيب
when he applies
perfume أقل less than من عضو of our body part. إذا when لبس he wears ثوبا مخيطا stitched clothes أو ثوبا مطيبا or clothes with perfume on them. مطيبا أقل less than من يوم a day. إذا when ستر he covers رأسه his head أو or وجهه his face أقل less than من يوم a day. إذا when طاف he does طواف القدوم, the طواف القدوم, وهو and he is محدثا without محدث without wuzu, حدثا أصغر.
Okay, look, محدث mean he has impurity. Okay, حدثا أصغر, small impurity. Okay, which means wudu, having no wudu.
وكذا or when
in the same way.
In the same way, إذا when طاف he does طواف الصدر طواف الصدر
which is طواف
الوداع. وهو and he is محدثا with impurity, حدثا أصغر, from small impurity.
Okay, so look, these are small separate sentences. إذا, don't consider إذا and كذا. Just start, suppose, from a verb. طواف الصدر. Alright?
Why is it tawafa and not tawafu? Why is it?
Alright. So this is جملة فعلية.
Why is it, okay, so that's fail, tawaf. Okay.
What do you say?
No, I was asking why is it not tawafu, but it's a fail. That's fine. So that makes sense. Tawaf is a fail.
Okay. You give him the answer.
Yeah. Tawaf is a verb, is a noun, right? Tawaf.
Tawaf is a noun. Look, إذا طواف. Okay, طواف is verb. Okay, and the fa'il for tawafa will be huwa, mustatir or mustatar, hidden. And tawaf al-sadri will be maf'ul bihi.
Oh, okay.
Tawaf al-sadri. Now look here, so this is jumla fi'liya because it started from fi'l. Alright? Now the next sentence is jumla ismiya because it is starting from a noun. Huwa is the mir, pronoun. So whenever a jumla is started from a noun, it will be jumla ismiya, and that noun will be called mubtada. And the second one will be called khabar. So huwa is and mubtada and khabar both will have pesh, rafa. So huwa is the mir, it doesn't show the i'rab. So look how we mention it like this. This huwa, we presume that this has a rafa, although we don't see it. So this is called i'rab mahallan. Mahal means location. Although we don't see this, but this location demand that huwa i'rab should be what? Rafa. Right? So huwa is mubtada and muhdithun is khabar. And remember that both mubtada and khabar i'rab will be which one? Rafa. Pesh.
Right.
समझिए?
Right.
Okay. So وهو محدث. Okay. Like for example, simple sentence جملة اسمية زيد عالم. زيد is عالم. So زيد is مبتدا, عالم is خبر. Okay. So both all the time remember this thing. The مبتدا will be also in رفع and خبر will be also in رفع. And what رفع mean? In Urdu we call it pesh.
So khabar is not supposed to be in jar?
No, I didn't tell you. I told you mudafun ilay will be in jar.
Okay.
Okay, mudafun ilay. But remember that khabar will be always ism. And I mean mubtada. And khabar can be ism or it can be a jumla. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So ism in rafa. Ism in rafa. Jumla, the whole jumla you will do tarkib and you will say it is in rafa. For example, you say Zaydun ja'ani abuhu. Zayd, that his father came to me. Alright? So look, Zaydun is what? Mubtada. Ja'ani abuhu is what? Khabar. And the i'rab of this whole thing is what? Rafa. समझ गए?
Yes.
Okay. So remember this thing, mubtada will be always ism and khabar is most of the time ism also, but it can be a jumla also. समझ गए? Okay. हाँ. कहाँ गया? हाँ.
Iza, when taraka, he leaves out ramya, rami,
رمية.
ramya,
مفعول به. إذا ترك, when he left.
ramya, rami,
رمي حصاة. مضاف مضاف إليه. ها.
min akhadil, from one of the al-jimar,
من إحدى
min
من one
al-jimari,
إحدى الجمار الثلاث.
جمار الثلاثة.
Okay. من إحدى. So
جمار.
min is حرف جر, it will be giving jar to إحدى, but you cannot see it. And جمار المضاف إليه. من إحدى الجمار الثلاث. Right?
from one of the three jimars.
Okay. So remind us today. Look, today most probably might be the last day before the start of the 10 days. So although this is mustahab, it is not fard, but it is a sweet sunnah. You remember with the haji. So the nail and the hair, no trimming until the qurbani is done. And if a person, even if he wish, but he is not eligible to do qurbani, he don't have to do it. This is only for those who do qurbani. And this is mustahab. Mustahab mean if you do it, you get reward. If suppose you could not do it, there is no sin. Okay? So today might be the last day of Dhu Qa'dah. If we were able to see the moon tonight at Maghrib. If we were unable to see the moon, then tomorrow will be the last day of Dhu Qa'dah. And the start of the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Right? Okay, wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah.